Virgo, hello, welcome to your weekly reading for the week of October 13th. Thank you for being here. I hope you are doing well. So, let's see what's on the cards for you. So, this week I am trying to change things up a little bit, not much, but just a little bit here and there. So, I will pull the cards for you. And then if we come across some like confusing cards, then I have another deck here, Osho Zen Tarot. I will pull a card to clarify, okay, to understand what that energy is all about. And then I will wrap up your reading with an oracle message at the end. So stay for your oracle message. Okay, now let's begin and see what's on the cards for you. So you can use this for your sun, moon, and rising sign. If you want to book a private reading, the link is in the description box below. And if you have questions, you can also email me. So I am here. Okay. All right. So Virgo, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Virgo, what do they need to know? What do they need to be aware of? Virgo, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Thank you. Oopsie. Okay. Virgos, your cards are Judgment, Hierophant, High Priestess. Three of Wands. So you have Hierophant and High Priestess and Judgment. So three major arcana cards. So spirituality is coming through very strongly for you guys. So it could be that you are taking up a spiritual practice, you are going to some religious places, some ceremony is happening there and you are a part of it. So it could be somebody's weddings, anniversaries, things like that. Or it could be you visiting a place that has some kind of meaning for you. So it could be a church, it could be you going on a spiritual retreat. Um, yeah, something like that. Or for some of you, it could also be you consulting someone. Um, yeah, both Hierophant and High Priest. Hierophant is ruled by Taurus, and High Priestess is ruled by Cancer. So it could be that you are approaching someone for like an astrologer, a um, like a tarot reader, someone like that. Or it could also be counseling, therapy, some kind of a medical practitioner. Um, Something to do with traditional medicines is also coming through. So, wow, okay. Yeah, Three of Wands is where, like, if there is something when it comes to your health or any situation that you are coming across, this is where you are looking for new possibilities. You are exploring new way of doing things. So you are um, yeah, new way of doing things. Maybe you are reaching out to someone for solutions, so you are trying something new and different is what also what I'm seeing here. So something to do with traditional beliefs. um, there is value in it. So for some it could be like something as simple as the way you cook your food. So maybe you are going back to old way of doing things. On the other hand, it could be, like I said, something to do with your health. um, or it also has to do with beliefs, um, cultural beliefs. Commitments is also what this is all about, commitment. So like for instance, if there is something that you are interested in pursuing, this is where you are diving deeper. You are signing up for that course. You are um, you know you are consulting someone. For some, the hierophant could also be a mentor. It could be you being a mentor for someone, you helping someone. Or it could be if you need help, you are reaching out. So again, like I said, you are diving deeper and you want to learn more about it. You are committed, you are disciplined, you are organized, and so this is becoming a little bit serious now. whatever it is that you are pursuing. So that's, yeah. On the other hand, this is also something to do with counseling, like I said. You helping, so it could be like, if you are into spirituality, Virgo, high priestess could also be your own energy. So if you are into this, like counseling, um, some healing, teaching, then this is where you are. This could be people coming to you for your suggestions, your perspective, signing up for your course or something, and you are helping them move in the right direction. This also has to do with guidance. And yes, so you are helping them with things. I don't know what else to say. But yeah, but on the other hand, it's also you sharing your experiences. For some, it could be social media, like through your post, through like your content. You are helping someone. On the other hand, yeah, Three of Wands and High Priestess, both here has to do with waiting. So it could be that whatever it is that you want to pursue, you are still waiting for information, waiting for that clarity. So you are not taking action, is what I'm seeing. You are still on the fence, waiting for something to happen, waiting for, it could be waiting for approval. You are waiting for something, Virgo. I don't know. Okay, so for some, this also has to do with travel. Number three here, Three of Wands here has to do with manifestations. So what you are waiting for is coming. Okay, so with both these cards, on the other hand, what I'm seeing is receptivity. So it could be that there are certain things that you are pursuing, but you are being receptive. Like, you are not necessarily doing anything about it. So it has to do with what it's all about. Sometimes this is where you are coming from, that place of faith, that things will fall in place, that things will be just fine, and your interference is not needed. So if this is something that you don't have control over, then you are letting things be and letting things unfold in its own way. So you are not struggling with anything. This is where you are coming from, that place of faith, and allowing things to unfold. Take things Let things take its own time, is what I'm seeing here. And Seven of Cups is here. And this has to do with imaginations, illusions, dreams. So looks like there's a lot hovering over you, Virgo. So just be aware of, avoid avoid making any assumptions, because you also have moon underneath, and High Priestess is actually ruled by the moon. So moon's energy cast shadow. Sometimes it feels like things may not appear the way they are. you know so it casts shadow, and sometimes if we believe it, then that will be really disappointing later on. So so just be aware, so do not make any assumptions. And it's important to maybe sit with it if the clarity is not there, or ask um, ask the right questions, and do your research, connect with the right people, learn about it. So that means you have to then take action. So so again, it all depends upon the situation, what you are coming up with. But then, yeah, with all these energies, like moon's energy, assumptions is coming through very strongly, projections. So projections is all about we seeing what we want to see. And maybe, certain things are hidden now because we only see things from one side. Maybe there is a whole different story that we are not aware of yet. So that's what I'm seeing here. Certain things are still not being revealed to you. So there is certain things are still hidden. So again, it could be something to do with the external or internal, something to do with emotions. So if there is something important that you want to do, if you really want to figure out like what this is all about, then you will have to see things from a different perspective. And that's what I'm seeing here. So when we are in the middle of things, we get lost, you know, and we won't know like where we are going, what the heck is going on. So we have to rise above and see things from a higher perspective. Then we will be able to see what's playing out underneath. And that's what I'm seeing here for you. So do not go by people's suggestions, their advices, what's being shown to you. Instead, if you want to know what the truth is, then you have to ask, you have to find out yourself. Don't rely on people's suggestions and their words and their advices because even maybe they don't know. Okay, so know who you are trusting, who you are confiding in. So, judgment is here, and this is where you are releasing something. So it could be internal, like emotions, forgiveness, something like that, or it could be something in your external, maybe like I said, travel, and is coming through for some of you. And this is where the card is asking you to keep an open mind. So that's exactly what I was talking about when I said do not make assumptions. Keeping an open mind meaning staying open to different possibilities. And if this is something like one particular situation, then this is about digging deeper in order to find out what the truth is. You might hear from someone, so expect phone calls, messages. It could be someone who lives in a different part of the country, like they are not your neighbor. Whoever this person is, maybe they are in a different country, a different part of the city or something like that, but not neighbors. Yeah, what I'm seeing is resurrection. So religious ceremony is what I'm seeing for some of you. So it could be you attending somebody's weddings, baptism, um, or yeah, some like community work where you are getting together with others on a project or some like community work, volunteer work. Judgment and high priestess has strong past life theme coming through. So for some, it could be that you are interested in learning more about past life regressions. Hypnotism is also what this energy is. Hypnotism, some personal and spiritual growth stuff that you are doing, practices that you are doing here. It could also be, someone calling you out, Virgo. This is like you might come across some like critical feedback, somebody's judgments, harsh criticism, things like that. Take it with a pinch of salt. Okay. Now let's see what's on the. What do I want to clarify? High priestess. Let's clarify high priestess. High priestess is mystical energy. This so your intuition is very strong with all these three major arcana cards. All three cards here has to do with spirituality. So your intuition is very strong. So pay close attention to what's going on internally when it comes to your feelings. And it's important to know when it comes to emotions and feelings, you don't want to blindly trust. Instead of this, it's important to know, is this true? Like what I am feeling, is this actually true, or if it's just my assumption, my imagination, my projection, things like that. So that is something, and it's all about questioning our own judgments and finding out what the truth is, because that's not our truth, is not the ultimate truth. There is another truth that we don't care about, so that is important to know. If this is something important that you are coming across, it's equally important to know, okay, now this is my truth, but what's the bigger truth? For some, this has to do with learning, pursuing an area of interest, a new goal, and connecting with people. It could be networking. And Hierophant is someone who has like strict beliefs about things, and they are not someone who wants to be flexible. Like, this is old beliefs. And like I said, I'm not saying it's bad, but this is something like generational. How do I say this? The beliefs that are passed on to us from generations. It could be culture, it could be what we have learned from our parents, our society, things like that, from teachers. And so if this is someone you are meeting, they have strict beliefs about things, and it will be difficult for you to uh, teach them anything new. But it could also be your own energy, Virgo. Okay. I want to know what that High Priestess energy is. High Priestess is clarified by the Fool card. Okay. So this is a new beginning. Okay. It feels like you are going through a transition. Yes, that is something that passed my mind and I totally forgot to let you guys know. So High Priestess and Hierophant, Judgment. This is the beginning of a transition and this is the end of a transition. Both are number two. This is number 20 and this is number two. However, the way it showed up, this is your first card and this is your last card. So, so this is where you are coming out of that transition, and this is where you are going back to it, going back to square one. I'm not sure what's going on there. Maybe you will know. But High Priestess is actually clarified by the Fool card. Fool is ruled by Uranus. Now Uranus is in Gemini, and Uranus is all about unconventional thinking, thinking outside the box, and that's what I'm seeing here. So, and here with High Priestess, so you begin with the Judgment, and you are going back to High Priestess energy. So this is where you are again coming across that same energy that you had to go through, and uh, this requires this is where you may feel like you are still in between things. So this requires you to think outside the box, Virgo, meaning you will have to do something differently. So it's about asking yourself, okay, what can I do differently this time around? And it's about then challenging yourself, challenging your limitations, what you believe is true for you. Maybe there is another truth that exists. And so you have to explore, you have to come up with something new, be more creative and inventive, and challenge your own limitations here. So, yeah, endless possibilities exist. And so it's important to ask yourself, okay, what is the possibility that I want to go for? I have no idea. Even though I'm saying all these things, I have no idea what you are coming across and what this means for you. So this could be something that you can sit with, um, and find clarity around. So with this, the card is asking you to dive deeper. Like I said in the beginning, if you want to find, if you want to know the truth, you will have to dig deeper. You will have to jump into it. You will have to take action. So if you are staying on the shore, wanting to know what's under the ocean, then you want no, like you will have to dive into it in order to find out what's under the ocean. If somebody is telling you and there is this, there is that, but you don't know, this is their truth, you don't know. So you will have to take action. You will have to do whatever it is that you need to in order to find out what exactly what this entails, what the truth is. So that's what I'm seeing with the Fool card. This is Uranus energy. Uranus is all about, like I said, unconventional thinking. Like this is the weird energy. So this, for some, this has to do with embracing the weirdness, which is challenging for you because you are a Virgo. You are earth energy and you have your own, the ways that you do things, and it's so flexibility is something, I don't know. I mean, it all depends upon where you are in your spiritual journey. And if that is something a challenge, then it will be difficult. But with the Fool card, this is the person who is jumping into the unknown. They don't know how things are going to pan out. They don't have like a blueprint, but they are willing to take that next step and find out for themselves what it's all about. So they are taking that risk. So the life is asking you, are you willing to take that risk and put yourself out there? Even though there is no guarantee. There is no guarantee, Virgo. But it's all about, trusting. It's about conviction. It's about trusting your vision. It's about confidence. It's about trusting yourself. So are you willing to go on that journey, even though you don't know where that's going to take you? That's a question that you want to sit with yourself in order to find out, in order to find clear understanding. All right, Virgo, I'm going to stop here. Thank you. Oh, you know what? I can't because I still have to take your pull a card. Your, I don't know what I'm talking about. You know what I mean. Okay. Spirit, please give us a message for Virgo. What do they need to know? What do they need to be aware of? Virgos, Virgos, Virgos. Okay, Virgos, your message is inner goddess. Oh, wow. So that totally goes with what I was talking about right now. So the inner goddess energy is all about awakening your own dormant skills, abilities, talents, gifts. Yeah. So that is what I'm seeing here. Hidden skills and something that you thought don't exist in you is coming to the surface now. So a rebirth moment, rediscovering yourself, and yeah, a second opportunity, a second chance for you to do something in a different way. So let me read this out to you. Aphrodite. Awaken the goddess within you through dance, self care, and appreciating your divinity. Allow your inner feminine wisdom and dynamic beauty to rise to the surface. Cherish its power and meaningfulness. No matter whether your physical body is male or female, you have an inner femininity that nurtures you and guides you with its intuitive principles. Now is the time to become aware of, take excellent care of, and celebrate your magnificence. Balance your male energy with more female energy. Take steps to heal your sexuality. Enjoy being feminine. Dance more often. Be receptive. In relationships, allow your softer side to come forward. Don't hide your femininity. Dress in a more feminine way, for example. Aphrodite is the Greek goddess of passion and love, who is associated with the planet Venus. Aphrodite's name means form born. She helps both genders to experience more passion in their relationships and to become more balanced as far as individual male female energy is concerned. And that's also what I'm seeing here with High Priestess. This is balance. Number two, uneven number, has to do with balance. And this is also, when it comes to your everyday day-to-day life, this is where you are being neutral. You are looking at things in an objective way, not necessarily black and white. you know Life is not about black and white. There is a gray side to life, and that's where you exist. So being objective and all, aware of the shadows, but you are also aware of the light. It could be the way you are seeing yourself, the way you see others, or it could also be experiences that you are coming across. So there is a little bit light in the dark, there is a little bit dark in the light. So that's what this energy is all about. And this also has to do with life, and it's reminding you, through this transition, life is unfolding in its own time. So let it. And that's exactly what you are doing here. You are letting things unfold in its own natural, organic way. And you are not necessarily forcing or anything like that. You are just sitting there and observing. Amazing. Virgos, that's what I have for you. I hope this was helpful. Do remember to watch the moon and the rising sign as well. And if these messages resonated, please do support the channel. Please do like, subscribe, comment, and support the channel. Thank you. I hope you have a magical week ahead. Please take good care of yourself, and I will see you in the next reading.